And welcome to my YouTube channel. I will start my YouTube channel with some about my favorite things, so I start my channel with top 10 movie trilogies of all time. So to explain how the video works, I show my Blu-rays of each trilogy, so let's go inside and talk about it. Now we are inside in my home. So let's start. Number 10 is the Dollars trilogy. This one. Fistful of Dollars, Few Dollars More, and The Good, Bad, and the Ugly. It's easily my favorite Western franchise of all time, without question. I love it because you start to see the amazing characters, Clint Eastwood as the man with no name, and the score is also very great. And the second one, Fistful of Dollars, you learn about more of the characters, the bad and the ugly. And the third one, my favorite, The Good, Bad, and the Ugly, you see all the final battle and the amazing music. So I think these films gets more interesting of each film. Number 9 on my list, Planet of the Apes. The newest trilogy. I actually haven't seen the old movies yet. But I like the movies mostly because about the characters. I love the Caesar's storyline that he started with an normal ape, and after he became a nice battle ape. So I think Caesar has probably the best character arc of the last decade. And Cobra is also a very great villain. So I love these films. Number 8 is Toy Story. I don't have the two first on Blu-ray. I just have this one to show. These films has a lot of my memories of my childhood. Pixar was my first love of all time. So I love it mostly also like Planet of the Apes because the characters like Potato Head and Ham and Rex and Aliens and Woody and Lightyear and Slinky and at Ham. So you started to see Woody as jealous on Lightyear, and after they became best friends. So I think Toy Story movies are also good to show friendships, and it's also very funny. So I will always love these films, and easily Pixar's best franchise. Number 7 is Captain America Civil War. These three movies. I love the MCU and I love superhero movies, and the reason I mostly enjoy Captain America is they looks like comic books, and they has a lot of great villains, Arnim Zola and Red Skull and Zemo, all of them, and the storyline of all the films is also very great, and I think Captain America has the best character arc in the entire MCU. Number 7 is Creed. I don't have the third one yet, but I just saw the third one in the theater a few months ago. I love the Rocky movies, love them, and I also love the Creed films. I love the
the Creed films because you see a more modern time with boxing movies, and I love to see how much Creed learned from Rocky and Rocky learns from Creed, and I was so excited to see Michael B. Jordan as Creed because I love him as Killmonger. So I love Creed as much I love Rocky. Number 6 is the Indiana Jones 80s trilogies. I know there's also a fourth one and a fifth one, but they have 3 movies in a whole decade, so I think this also can be a trilogy. I have always loved the Indiana Jones movies. I love action adventure, and the movies has all what I want to be. Cool action, great characters, great challenges. It's very interesting, and I can see this movie million times. So yeah, I love them. Number 4, The Dark Knight. The Nolan's trilogy. Yeah, I think The Dark Knight is probably the best comic book movie of all time. Not necessarily my favorite, but I think it's the best. I love all the actors and the characters. I love Christian Bale as Batman and Bruce Wayne. I love Liam Neeson as Ra's al Ghul. I love Heath Ledger as Joker. I love Cillian Murphy as Scarecrow. I love Tom Hardy as Bane. And the Nolan's directing is very well done. And I love the origin story and the character arc with Batman. So I love all the 3 movies. I'm not so crazy about The Dark Knight Rises, but I also actually enjoyed this film. Number 3. Now we are on the top 3. And this is Back to the Future. I absolutely love time travel movies. And the first one is easily my favorite. Easily. But I also love the second one and the third one. It's good because you see Marty's parents when they are young, and you see how the time was that time because he's just seen the parents as his time. So it's great to see all the time. And I think Marty and Dr. Emmett is my favorite duo of all time in movies. So I can just say that I love them, and the score is also very great. Number 2, The Lord of the Rings. These are actually on DVD, but it's also just the perfect movies. I can say a lot about these films, but it's perfect score, perfect characters, perfect story. I haven't read the books yet. I know it's a mistake, but yeah, I love these films, and it's also reasons why I am very disappointed about the Hobbit trilogy. My first one, number 1, is Star Wars, the original trilogy. I love Star Wars, and I love the other movies. I hate The Last Jedi, and I hate Attack of the Clones and Phantom Menace. I don't mind Revenge of the Sith, but these films are very, very special. I started see Star Wars with one of my friends on his house, and he introduced me to it, and then my dad introduced me to all the films, and then I became a movie nerd. So, you know, Star Wars, the movie that changed my life. I will always love these films, and Star Wars is very important in my heart. So, just a perfect movies. But that was it. I hope you enjoyed. You can follow me on Instagram. There's a link in the description. So thank you for watching, and I can say the next video would be Indiana Jones Style of Destiny reviewed. So thanks.